The following is an original A Livin' podcast.
Man, I'll tell you what, Slide, this season is starting off with a bang here because we had what is my honest opinion, and I'm gonna bring it up here when we get down to recapping, but this has been probably one of the best Daytona Speed Weeks that I think we've ever seen in years. And we're going to cover it all right here on this episode of Gamers Talk NASCAR. As always, I'm Elijah Leonard here with you, and just in time, Mr. Wyatt Walker over here just decided to show up, and then down towards the bottom, that is Slifer. Gentlemen, what's going on? How are we doing today?
To be honest, I thought y'all would have started a while ago.
We were trying to figure some things out, but
no. I'll put my camera on here in a second. But
outside of racing, I'm now starting to have the same kind of problems as Wyatt. But no, back to what you were saying about the Speed Week. It was. I kid you not. I rarely ever watch the trucks. Half the time I don't watch all of what was that series again?
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah,
we have a debut. We have something debut now.
Wait. Yeah.
That one.
Series. We still need to get Stapleton in here though, so we can see it.
But I rarely watch half of it. Normally I watch like the second half of it because it's never really that interesting at the first half of it. I watched all three series all the way through. It was that entertaining for the first time in I think quite a while.
Yeah. Oh, but
I can do the sponsor thing, even though we're not sponsored.
Blast. But man, I would 100% agree with that because, you know, it's kind of ironic too, because we're gonna bring this up here because this is actually kind of interesting because Wyatt, I think it might have been either Wyatt or Slide. There was a screenshot of a comment that was made because not only here's a cool part. All three manufacturers won each race. Of course, Ford with the Truck Series, Chevrolet with Xfinity, Toyota for the Cup Series. But the irony of this whole ordeal is that the three teams that were at least in this little lawsuit fiasco with NASCAR went on to start their seasons off with a bang in all three series. What do we think of this irony?
I thought that was cool, and I didn't really think about it. Credit to Eric Estep. I got it from his. I found that from his. That was in his comments, and I saw that. I'm like, how the hell? I didn't think about that whatsoever. That is funny, and I don't know. I feel like there might be a middle finger to NASCAR for a second. It's like, hey, we try to make a lawsuit. You try to get us. Yeah, we just won all three. Each team just won each of your series. So.
No, yeah, exactly.
that was hilarious. It was at Daytona too, the first race of the season.
The first race of the season, dude. And I have to say, in years past, all three divisions, especially, just I mean, when it comes down to like the racing, visual, I guess you could say, if you will, especially with the previous playoff format of the win and you're in. I mean, it did present like way more chaos than what we've been. Obviously than what we've seen over the years, especially towards the tail ends of every race. Ergo, certain drivers flipping in the backstretch at Daytona for the Truck Series. Ryan Preece earning his pilot's license, not once, but twice. and several other instances where every race, the ends of every race that we've seen at Daytona, whether it be trucks, Xfinity, or the Daytona 500 and Cup, has just gone completely sour. This year, on the other hand, trucks, oh my God, that finish, how in the world did they keep their trucks straight? How the hell did Chandler Smith come out of complete thin air to win the race, win that truck race 4 wide of the line? Austin Hill is Austin Hill. We knew he was going to win that race anyway because RCR at Daytona has been just immaculate over the years. And then the Cup side, the Cup race, the 500. I'll be honest. I think this Daytona 500 for the next gen era is probably one of the better Daytona 500s that we've seen in years.
I think I called it with it being crazy.
It was, but I think when you take away the element of the win and you're in, there is a little bit more common sense that does come into play, especially knowing that, even though there are stage points that are still on the line, which honestly, I really don't think we should have stage breaks on, if I'm being honest with you. If you're going to have stages, keep the race going at the very least, and just award the points as the race is going on. Don't stop, like, as if we're like having like a, maybe like a 5 to 15 minute break for all, like, say for hockey or football or basketball, where all the players just go to the locker rooms, take a shower, do what they need to do in order to reset and come back out. Let's just keep the cars rolling.
And I know we don't talk about like the video game of NR 2003, really.
Yeah.
But one of the guys, Trey, he has it where, they keep going, but he'll show the points of
I did
the
see
top
I
10.
Did see that. I did like that.
Yeah.
So, which is going off of what you're saying, which I fully agree with.
That's what they were doing for the road courses when they first, like, for a good at least a year when they tried that out, and I feel like it worked. I feel like it worked pretty good. If you're getting, you little turd. You're a pawn up here, you little.
You little what?
Oh.
But no, to anybody who is wondering who Trey Wright is, Trey owns NSARN or NASRN, which is his YouTube channel, and he does NR 2003 content like myself and a few other people as well. So if you know about Trey Wright, you know about the Mission Barbecue Cup series and other NR 2003 series that he does as well. So big shout out to Trey. And much love, man. I hope you're doing really well. That is, if you are watching it or listening to the show. So
runner up in his 500.
Yeah. But going back to what I was saying, when it comes down to, taking away the win and you're in factor, I feel like there was a little bit more common sense that came into effect, where drivers are not they're not going for the wins as chaotically as they have been in years past, especially when it winds down to the end.
There was better racing.
It was a lot better. In my eyes, the win and you're in factor being taken away, I feel like it made all the difference. Did it make the difference in how the race ended? I mean, all right, hold on. Let me rephrase. Did it affect the way that the drivers race at the end of the 500? No, not really. But what we saw in that Daytona 500 with NASCAR being like, okay, they take their hands off the switch to turn on the yellow lights. They never called the caution to the flag man. They didn't do anything. They just put their hands up. They let him go. They let him race.
Logano, finishing third, facing pit road while he's going across the line.
See, I
Wait.
thought so. I don't know if that was it got
No.
caution, but it looked like someone else finished third before him
Mm-mm.
going through
Yeah.
that line. Like I would have sworn like
No.
Zane Smith or Stenhouse got above it too. It's like I'm like,
Can we also
not just-
talk about Ryan Preece backing his way up? I think, did he back up all the way around the track to cross the
I think
finish
so.
line?
Yeah. At least he kept it. At least he kept it on the ground. Like he didn't go in the air.
Thank God. But
That was great.
it was such a funny visual too, because there's a video that got posted up on NASCAR social media of Ryan Preece backing up across the start finish line. And the audio that they used, of course, of all things, SpongeBob backing up, backing up, backing up. That was so good.
Is that on YouTube?
That's on their Instagram page.
Oh,
It might be on their YouTube shorts as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. But let's go ahead.
Who was it backing up? You said
Ryan Preece.
Priest.
But let's go ahead and go over our finishing results for the weekend. Starting off with the truck series, of course, Chandler Smith wounding up as the race winner in an epic 4-wide finish. That was awesome. Gio Ruggiero coming home in the second position. Christian Eckes in third. Ty Majeski finishing in fourth. John Hunter Nemechek completing your top five. Then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in sixth. Brendan Queen, the highest finishing Dodge in the field. He comes home in the seventh position. Caden Honeycutt, eighth. Tyler Ankrum, ninth. And Stuart Friesen, in his first race back, comes home in the 10th position. Positions 11th on down to 20th looks like this. The driver of the number 5, whom we had no idea who was going to be. Well, Tricon hit the bombshell and said that it was going to be Nick Leitz. He comes home in 11th. Ben Rhodes, then Andreas Perez, Cole Butcher, Travis Pastrana, Frankie Muniz, Daniel Dye, Clay Greenfield, Minnie Tyrell, and Josh Rayome. Your top 20.
Good top 20 for rookie mini tryout. First Super Speedway. He ran the back most of the whole race. Comes home with a top 20. That is really good. That's a great start. Yes, the Super Speedway, but that's still like great for him in his first race.
I would agree. Yeah. 21st on down to 20th looks like this. Spencer Boyd, Justin Haley, Tanner Gray, Michael McDowell, Chris Wright, Daniel Hemrick, Dawson Sutton, Taylor Gray, Grant Enfinger, and Jason Kitzmiller, your top 30. And then our final 7 finishers goes as follows. Lane Riggs, Jake Garcia, Jason M. White, because remember there are 2 Jason Whites. Corey LaJoy, Carson Hocevar. Can we mention caused 3 cautions, or at least spun out 3 times.
and did not hit a thing.
He didn't hit anything, which was impressive in and of itself. But still, he was racing way too hard, man. Tony Stewart, who was actually doing pretty well, unfortunately got caught up in an incident with Jake Garcia when he got loose off of turn 4 and overcorrected into Tony. And Cletus McFarland, who went out of the race on lap 5 after his truck got loose off of turn 4 and pancaked the inside wall just coming to pit road. And his post-race interview, honestly, pretty humble about it. I mean, he was
typical Cletus.
Typical Cletus, which I mean, but
sorry, Garrett Mitchell, remember? It was
Yeah.
on the back of his truck is Mitchell.
yeah. but I do.
But no,
I do appreciate that Cletus is, he was really, really happy to be there and he was living the dream. He was positive. I mean, during his qualifying interview, very, very positive guy, and just has such a personality. And he owned up to his wreck. He was like, man, I shouldn't have done that. Like I should have known better, this, that, everything. And it's like, man.
But also
that was something the bit didn't teach me.
I think all three of us watched the truck race, I believe.
Yeah.
Or was it just you and me?
No, it was all three of us.
The wherewithal, though, of when Cletus spun out, he could have done the bonehead dumb thing and wrecked the entire field. But he turned it enough to where it went toward the infield when he pancaked the wall. It was almost like a veteran instinct kind of thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I applaud him for that.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. Okay, so going on over to the Xfinity Series. Of course, Austin Hill started on the pole, wins the race. Justin Allgaier finishing.
You said it wrong.
What?
You said it wrong.
Series.
You
You said it last week. It was going to be a thing. We had to do it.
You had me so confused there for a minute. I was like,
you said Xfinity. Like I had to.
I'm so used to Xfinity,
I know,
man.
But the thing is, for at least the first couple weeks, I think we can let it slide.
Yeah,
Craftsman Truck Series, obviously, they stayed Craftsman Truck. The Cup Series is still the Cup Series for God knows how long.
Yeah.
The only one that can't make up their mind on what series they want to be named as is Busch.
Right.
O'Reilly. Nationwide. Xfinity.
Yeah.
Why not Spectrum? I mean, I heard they're crap.
But anyways, moving along here with the O'Reilly Series finishing results. Austin Hill again. He started on the pole, wins the race. We kind of knew that was going to happen. Justin Allgaier comes home in the second position. Ryan Sieg in third. Jordan Anderson finishing in fourth. Sammy Smith completes the top five, followed by Ryan Ellis finishing in sixth. Carson Kvapil in seventh. Blaine Perkins eighth. Jesse Love ninth. Raja Karuth in his first Xfinity race with Junior Motorsports at Daytona in 2026, want to clarify, finishes inside of the top 10. Positions 11th on down to 20th goes as follows. Anthony Alfredo, Brendan Poole, Patrick Emmerling, Parker Retzloff, Kyle Sieg, LeVar Scott, Josh Bilicki, Patrick Staropoli, Carson Ware, and Carson Hocevar. Your top 20. 21st on down to 30th looks like this. Daniel Dye, Austin Green, Luke Fenhouse, Sheldon Creed, Jeb Burton, William Sawalich, Corey Day. Knew that was going to happen. Taylor Gray, Harrison Burton, and Brandon Jones, your top 30. And then our final 8 finishers, 31st on down to 38th. Jeremy Clements, Sam Mayer, then Jeremy Clements, Natalie Decker, Josh Williams, Dean Thompson, Nick Sanchez, Gio Ruggiero, and Mason Maggio, who didn't even complete a lap.
Poor guy.
He didn't even complete a lap.
Do you notice, though, how irate Natalie Decker was until she saw what actually happened? Where I guess they had no control over the car when it was rolling back up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, that was some, how do I put it? Choice words.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And then now finally, let's get over to the Cup side with our Daytona 500 finishing results. Tyler Reddick coming out of the woodworks to win the 500. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finishing in the second position. Joey Logano third. Then Chase Elliott finishing in fourth. Brad Keselowski comes home inside of the top five. Then it's Zane Smith finishing in sixth. Chris Buescher in seventh. Riley Herbst finishing in eighth. Josh Berry ninth. Bubba Wallace rounding out your top 10. Positions 11th on down to 20th, they go as follows. Noah Gragson, William Byron, Daniel Suarez, Ty Dillon, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Cody Ware, Carson Hocevar, AJ Allmendinger, and Ross Chastain. Your top 20. 21st on down to 30th looks like this. Eric Jones, Michael McDowell, Ty Gibbs, Cole Custer, Ryan Preece, John Hunter Nemechek, Ryan Blaney, Corey Heim, Jimmy Johnson, and SVG. And finally, our 11 finishers from 31st on down to 41st. Denny Hamlin, Casey Mears, Connor Zilich, Austin Cindric, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Austin Dillon, Justin Allgaier, Todd Gilliland, Alex Bowman. That's your top 40. And then BJ McLeod, who went out of the race on lap number 4.
Now, for the first time in this year, we are going down to my neck of the woods, which is the points. Now, granted, I think I still have to learn a little bit more of like how it's going to be through Richards. So, Math Lab may do that next. Get that figured out the next year. But anyways, so now we start off with the Truck Series. This is This is going to be different from last time. I'm still keeping it somewhat the same. Like the winners are going to be, y'all can't see the deals on my end, but I've still got them highlighted on certain situations. But instead of wins, everyone still has points. No matter how, instead of like putting the parentheses wins, like points. So like above the cutoff, we got Chandler Smith, the winner of the Truck Series, 41st and 41 points above. Then you got Christian Eckes, 22 above. Ty Majeski, 21. Gio Ruggiero, 11. Caden Honeycutt, 10. Rookie Brendan Queen, up by 8. Part-time Nick Leach, 7. Tyler Ankrum, 4. Stuart Friesen, 3. And Ben Rhodes is up 2, and that's the top, but currently above. That's the first top 10. And now the ones below. Andre Perez, down by 2. Colt Butcher, down by 3. Same with Tanner Gray. Travis Pastrana down by 4. Frankie Muniz down by 5. Daniel Dye down by 6. Clay Greenfield 7. Minnie Triarel 8. Josh Razum 9. Spencer Boyd 10. And the last two I got here, both Justin Haley and Lane Riggs down by 11.
And keep in mind, as we're going through this, right now, this is just the beginning of the season.
Yes.
So a lot of drivers that are making one-off starts and or part-time in their respected series, they're not going to be up here by the time that we're about 5-10 races in. So Travis Pastrana.
Unless your name is Eric Amarola.
No, like I'm saying for like Travis Pastrana, this is a one-off as far as we know. So he's not staying where he's at right now.
Yeah. Clay Greenfield's another.
As of right now, as far as the top 10 goes, maybe with the exception of Nick Leitz, I don't really have any comments to make so far.
Nick Leitz is part-time.
No, I'm saying part-time. That's what I'm saying.
So now to the O'Reilly series. We got Austin Hill, who I believe damn near got max points.
Yeah, he
75 was max points, I believe. So yeah.
Yep.
So he's currently going to the cutoff. He's 50 points above. Then Allgaier's 25. Carson Quapple is 22. Jesse Love is 12. Both Sammy Smith and Blaine Perkins in that order are 11. In this order as well, Ryan Sieg and Raja Caruth are both 9 points. Jordan Anderson, as you said, another part-timer. He'll change later on, but he is up by 8. Ryan Ellis up by 6. Parker Retzloff up by 3. And then Anthony Alfredo up by 1. And that is the 12 cars currently above this chase. Now, the ones looking in below, these, what is it? These 10 go as follows. Brendan Poole down by 1. Kyle Seek and William Sawalich in that order, down by 4. LeVar Scott down by 5. Josh Bilicki down by 6. Patrick Staropoli, is that how
Yeah.
you say that?
Yep.
Down by 7. Carson Ware, part-timer, and Sheldon Creed in that order, down by 8. Austin Green down by 11, and then Luke Fenhaus down by 12.
This is another thing that I've noticed here. Every single driver in the top 12 that is currently considered to be in the chase right now, all Chevrolets.
I did not notice that.
Every single one of them. The next non-Chevrolet, you'd have to go down to William Sawalich in 15th, as you mentioned. Luke Fenhaus is the highest Ford. The highest Ford in the points right now.
That's crazy.
And there's only 2 that are at least full-time. Sanchez, I think, is the only Ford that is full-time. Fenhaus, I don't know. O'Reilly.
Yeah. What's crazy is the top 14, pretty much the entire chase right now, like say if it ended, would be all Chevys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not one Toyota.
Toyota was William Sawalich in 15th.
All right. The main event points. I actually went, usually the last few years prior, I don't know if you know, it's like last few years prior, I usually go to 20th, and that's with all the series.
Mm-hmm.
But I went ahead and went add a couple more. Since it's chase, I think it would be a little bit more fun. It's all down to 22nd. So from 1st to 22nd. So keep that. I don't think y'all really caught that. Just a little fun, little deal for me to deal. Anyways,
Are you
for
pulling a
the
Logano number?
No, I didn't know. I didn't even think about that, but no, I just did because that's honestly, to tell you that's the truth, that's the amount of space I had on the page.
Yeah.
But anyways, the Cup Series. Tyler Reddick, top of the board, 32 points above the. I'm still going to say cutoff. You really can't really say anything else. It's a cutoff for the chase. So
Yeah.
There we go, that
but
works.
yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. So Joey Logano, 20th. 20 above, I should say. Chase Elliott, 17. Zane Smith, 15. In this order, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Brad Keselowski, and Chris Buescher, all 13 in that order. Bubba Wallace, 11. Carson Hocevar and Ryan Blaney in that order. They are both 10. Riley Herbst and Daniel Suarez in that order are both 9. Josh Berry, 7. Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson, both the Kyles are up by 3. And then last spot currently is Noah Gregson by 1.
Oof.
And the current 6 below is Michael McDowell by 1. William Byron and John Hunter in that order are both 2. Ty Dillon, 4. Cody Ware, 7. And AJ Allmendinger, 9.
I don't think that's a name that you probably would have thought of saying would be in the potential of the chase.
That one would definitely change.
Yeah, it's that 100%. I as far as Cody Ware, I mean, like when it came to the 500, though, I'll give him credit where it was due. Like how the hell he came out of the woodworks and was running as good as he was in some portions of the race, I don't know. I'll give him credit for it, but when it comes down to like how the rest of the season is going to play out for him, probably may be a smidge better than any other season, especially with the alliance that he has. Well, at least that Rick Ware Racing has with, I can't even remember what other team it was. But I just, no, it was ECR, so ECR engines. So I think it'll help them a smidge, but not enough to be in the conversation for any sort of chase, conversation, at least for a while.
You mentioned, sorry to cut you off by the way, but you mentioned like getting things like situated by like race 4. The truck series, especially going, man, especially with all these part timers that are currently in the chase grids at the moment.
Yeah.
Like currently like the top 10 above is Nick Leitz, but that will definitely change. Even though he is in the race next week, he is in the race at I ain't calling it Echo Park, Atlanta.
Ass.
We did, yeah. I don't even know if any like I know Travis Pastrana's not in it. I don't know about Clay. I think this is the only race that we'll see Clay Greenfield. I could be wrong. He likes to show up at super speedways.
Yeah, mainly
Josh
Daytona.
Rayom, yeah, Josh Rayom and Spencer Boyd. I originally had him full time, but there's like something about he was going to have someone else take his car, going to drive 78 in a different track. I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
But how about Brendan Queen currently leading the 3 rookies at the moment?
I mean, that's not bad though.
So I feel like this is going to be a good rookie year for trucks.
What was the name that you were saying that you wasn't sure if he was going to be in it?
In what
Trucks.
and uh Josh I think it was going to be Spencer Boyd. I was going to say because him or Josh Rayholmes. I feel like they might be in it, but I'm not confident.
I don't see them, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cup drivers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that too. Damn leeches.
I know.
Anyways, I think that's going to do it, and that is the first point, and that is the end of my segment of the first points race of this new chase format.
All right. I don't think there was any breaking stories this week, was there?
I think we already covered the fact that Larson got a 5-year extension, and
Yeah.
Hocevar got like a 10-year, and those are the only 2 things that I could think of off the top of my head. But other than that, I don't think there was anything else.
All right. Well, let's segue back to previewing Atlanta because honestly, there really isn't much else to discuss when it comes down to breaking stories. So, gentlemen, with the hype and the amount of chaos and the craziness that we've seen at Daytona this past weekend, what do we think might happen this week? Well, how I don't even know how to really word it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, do we think that we're going to see NASCAR with all 3 series carry this hype from Daytona all the way over into Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah,
And the only
I
reason why I say that is because it's little less of room, especially in the bankings. And you take what happened at Daytona, especially in the turns. They went 4 wide. I don't even think it's humanly possible to go 4 wide at the ass. I mean, Atlanta.
It's pretty narrow.
will say the
Jesus.
last 2 years we've had at least a 3 wide finish. Granted, last year ended in caution, but they were 3 wide when the caution came out and they froze the field.
Yeah.
So we still would have had like another 3 wide finish at Atlanta. So here lately during the first Atlanta races, the finishes has been crazy, is really good. I don't expect it to change. Like I can see another 3 wide finish on this at the first Atlanta. I can't say nothing about the second one, but I
Yeah.
got high hopes with the first one.
Hmm. I would 100% agree with that one right there. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and get on down to our predictions? You'll see the points on the bottom left-hand side of your screen this time. I did not, put them in that last week just because I really was under the weather emotionally, but we should be able to get them in this time around. But let's go ahead and get on down to our predictions. So for those that may not know exactly how we do them, here's how it works. Driver to win, pretty self-explanatory. Our driver to stay away from is the guy that hasn't been doing well the last couple of weeks, or we're just coming up to a track where they don't really perform all that well at, whether statistically or in general. And the dark horse is the exact opposite. So Atlanta Motor Speedway, or really Atlanta Super Speedway. So much hype from last week at Daytona. We're getting ready to carry it on over here into Atlanta. With that said, Slifer, you are up first.
All right. Well, since I can't pick them, I did that purposely. Person I'm picking to stay away from, and all three series, by the way, might be little shockers, maybe. But stay away from is going to be Spencer Boyd. Just off of how he did last year. I don't think it's going to change. The dark horse, I'm taking Ty Majeski.
All right.
Okay.
I like that.
And I was doing all the looking from last year's points and everything. My driver to win. You ready for this one? He's back racing. I'm taking the number 52 of Stuart Friesen.
Really?
I like that.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do it. And now for the
horror parts. Series.
The driver to stay away from, Dean Thompson. My dark horse is gonna be Sammy Smith.
That's a good one. I like that one.
And my driver to win, I'm taking Allgaier.
All right.
See, I told you I do these picks for reasons. Now you're catching on a little bit.
A little bit.
I
might make it up to Wyatt on my cut picks. My stay away from. Yeah, it's gonna be SVG.
Oh.
I got
Atlanta. Dark horse, the man that started on the pole for the 500.
I like it.
I might shock Wyatt on this one, but my driver to win, he won last year at Atlanta.
Hey.
I am taking Seabell.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
See, look at that. Piss him off one week, make up for it the next.
There you go.
Be enemies last week. Be friends this week.
All right. Well, friend Wyatt, it's your turn.
All right, enemy Elijah. I mean, what? All right, for the truck series, my dark horse will be our truck series Daytona winner. I'm going with Chandler Smith.
Okay.
My driver to stay away from in this, I think I'm gonna go Chris Wright on this one.
Are you wrong?
Right,
You count that one.
I'm about to say, I didn't swap it again, did I?
No, you said it right. So I had to make a wrong joke.
Oh, screw you. Anyways, My driver to win. I don't wanna pick that. I ain't picking the obvious one. Well, okay, not that obvious one, but I'll do this one. Back to back. Oh, wait, no, wrong series, wrong one. I think I gave an early preview, but oh well.
Nope.
You know what? I'll just go with it. He's back. He's back in there. Give me Corey Heim.
Okay. I like that one.
Corey Heim's back in it. Give me Corey.
All right.
Now for the Xfinity.
No.
Xfinity. Oh yeah. All right. That's gonna screw. I joked in the beginning. Like I was messing with. That's gonna screw all of us. That's gonna be hard. Like I will not think about that as Xfinity, not the O'Reilly. It's like,
Hey, you know what? I got something for whenever someone says like Xfinity series. I got something for that one.
Nope.
Yeah.
See if they correct themselves.
oh my god. Anyways, in the O'Reilly series, my dark horse is that gonna be I'll go Justin Allgaier. I'll go Justin Allgaier as my dark horse.
I like it.
My driver to stay away. My driver to stay away from. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Sheldon Creed. I'm gonna go Sheldon Creed. And I'm gonna bite the bullet again. I mean, it worked out. I swept Xfinity. I mean, give me Austin Hill again. give me Austin Hill to win Atlanta again, and that's his home track too. That's where he's extra. Got that extra momentum.
I mean, it's a hometown advantage.
Exactly. It's also going to come to play here in a bit, but now to the Cup Series. My dark horse is actually going to be. He almost won. My driver beat him out for under caution, but he almost was there, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's up there racing again. Give me Carson Hocevar, my dark horse.
Okay.
My driver to stay away from. He didn't do well. He was up there for a bit, but I think I think Daytona's going to get not the super speedway racing is going to get him again. I'm sorry, man, but give me Connor Zillage.
Yeah.
Now, I did a hometown guy in the O'Reilly. I'm doing it again for the Cup Series. Give me Chase Elliott.
Okay.
Almost won the Daytona 500. Like, this is stomping grounds for Elliott. He hasn't had a win since Texas. No, from Kansas. My bad. I forgot. He did win Kansas, but either way, he almost won the 500. There's a momentum built. Give me Chase Elliott to win.
I like it. I like that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially my turn to do our predictions here for Atlanta. My driver to win, starting off with the Truck Series, I will agree with Corey Heim on this one because especially because I think if I remember correctly, I mean Heim has run pretty well at Atlanta previously. I think he even won Atlanta maybe like a couple of years ago, maybe like 2-3 years ago possibly. I can't even remember off the life of me. But Corey Heim, when it comes to the Truck Series, he's a very, very synonymous name with the Truck Series for very obvious reasons. If you didn't watch last year, definitely go back and look at his stats from last year, and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Driver to stay away from, I will have to say, I'm going to say for my driver to stay away from, give me Lane Riggs. Riggs, don't get me wrong, I feel like ran good. Just what screwed him over was the apparent ridiculous tire issues that the trucks were having at Daytona this past Friday.
Oh, Jesus.
And Riggs was the unfortunate victim of that. I feel like it would happen. There was a lot of them, but like I was feeling for Riggs because I don't think I picked him for anything other than Dark Horse or something.
No.
But
I think you picked him Dark Horse.
maybe. But regardless of that, Lane Riggs is going to be my driver to stay away from. My Dark Horse, on the other hand, I'm going to say Justin Haley will be my Dark Horse for this one. Haley,
All right.
of course,
I like that.
Haley's pretty good in the truck series. I mean, not only that, he's also a pretty good super speedway racer, even though we are not going to call Atlanta super speedway, even though we kind of call it ass.
Mm-hmm.
But you still can't take away the ability that Justin Haley has at tracks that do produce this type of racing, whether naturally or artificially. So, Justin Haley is my dark horse. Plus, we know that Atlanta now produces artificial super speedway racing. Cough, cough. But anyways, on to the...
Oops.
That's the second time, man. That's the second time.
We gotta nominate somebody to push that button.
It should be It should be Stapleton,
But he's not here.
I'm talking about out of the three of us, we gotta nominate one person.
Damn, man.
We'll probably talk more about that off. It may just be one of you two because I'm the one messing with points and both the GT.
Okay, I nominate myself.
Okay, there you go. Go for it. Let's. All right, take two. And now on to the... There we go. We're keeping that first take in, by the way. So, driver to win the Xfinity race at Atlanta. You know, to be honest with you, we do have our apparent favorites. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, we mentioned Austin Hill. With that hometown advantage. Like RCR, when it comes to super speedway racing, whether it be natural or artificial, they've been good. They've been really, really good. They've shown a lot of speed. I'm going to say Jesse Love is going to be the driver to win, not Austin Hill.
All right.
I'm so sick and tired of this damn Austin Hill winning all the super speedway races.
Wait till we get to a road course.
Right? Driver to stay away from? Brandon Jones.
Yeah.
I just... How... I completely forgot. Because, like... Where did Brandon Jones, excuse me, finish in O'Reilly? 30th. So, I feel like that same momentum that he started off the year with at Daytona is going to carry over into Atlanta. In typical Brandon Jones fashion, I'm saying that as honestly as I can. But I know that face of disappointment right there. Like that. My dark horse, though, I'm going to say Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer will be my dark horse.
I had him in my thoughts too. Like that's a good pick.
Yeah, Sam Mayer though. Sam Mayer, I will be honest. Like as much speed as he had last year, he was a sleeper. Throughout the entire year last year, he was a sleeper. He didn't start off the season the way that he would have hoped for last week at Daytona, but I do have a pretty good feeling that he's gonna bounce back. whether if he wins or not. And I feel like he'll definitely come out with a top 10. I definitely feel it in my bones.
Let's just hope he don't have the same finish as he did last year.
Let's hope. And now it's time for the main event. The 68th annual Auto Trader 400 at the Atlanta Super Speedway, not Echo Park, for the NASCAR Cup Series. Here we
I can't wait till
go.
next year. Can't wait till next year for that race either.
Right. My driver to win the Cup race at Atlanta, I will agree with Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, especially, this is a hometown advantage for him. Not only that, with this configuration, he has 2 wins. One in 2022, and of course last year. Both of which were the second Atlanta race, but doesn't matter. He has 2 wins on this configuration. He could still make it 3 this upcoming weekend. Driver to stay away from. To be honest, I think I'm going to say, as much as I hate to put him in this category, I'm going to say Carson Hocevar is going to be my driver to stay away from. Don't get me wrong. He has shown speed at Atlanta, and as well as last week at Daytona, and when he pulled triple duty. The problem that Carson has right now, and it was very, 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 very obvious last week, he just puts himself in the worst possible positions. The worst possible positions where either it screws him over, as in he loses a lot of positions, or it screws him over as in he takes himself out of a race.
It was also brought up during the after the race. I think it was the Truck Series or the O'Reilly. See, I'm the one who got it right.
Nah.
One of the drivers came up to him and was like just getting onto him, like that he doesn't care for the equipment, that he doesn't have to pay for the equipment amongst like some other drivers.
Yeah.
And he blatantly said himself, he's like, yeah, I don't have to pay for the equipment. So I agree with what you said about the staying away from.
I mean, I would pick him as a driver to win or a dark horse, but it was very, very obvious at Daytona, like, and especially even like in past races where he's really, really, really good. As Mike Joyce said back in 2007 when the Busch brothers wrecked each other, that boy's got a lot of talent. If only he could harness it on a weekly basis.
So can we call him Lightning McQueen?
Yeah, sure. Let's just give him a Lightning McQueen paint scheme and send him out there. My dark horse, you guys might find this one pretty interesting here. I'm going to say Zane Smith will be my dark horse.
I like that.
After his performance last week, winning stage 1 of the 500, coming home with a top 10 at the end of the day, almost winning the dang thing. That's enough for me to say that Zane Smith will be my dark horse for this upcoming weekend.
And if I'm not mistaken, both Atlanta races last year, he was running up there. Like he was up there.
Yeah.
Dude, he ran pretty good. Hell, I think if I'm not mistaken, on that first race of what the hell was it called? That deal they had in the middle, they debuted last year.
It was the TNT bracket or something?
Yes, that TNT bracket. I think he had think he had to win against Hamlin, and he beat out Hamlin, if I'm not mistaken. Now, maybe I think
No,
that's
that
someone
was
else,
Ty
actually, but
Dillon. Remember, like
Ty Dillon.
that was
Yeah,
Ty
yeah, that was
Dillon
Ty
that beat
Dillon.
out
That's right.
Hamlin, and the whole NASCAR
The
internet
Cinderella
was
story.
going crazy over that.
Oh, you talk about that in-season challenge.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In-season challenge. That's what that was called. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Zane Smith made it. Like, he was one of the few underdogs that made it past that next round.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
wasn't it the
Wait.
Ty and Ty show?
yeah.
the
Yes,
end.
it was Ty and Ty at the end, and Ty Gibbs won it, and he gave a tenth of it to Ty Dillon to do whatever charity he chose,
Class
which
act,
I thought that was pretty good.
class
Yeah.
act. I like that.
That's where I got. That's where I gained a little bit of respect for Gibbs.
Yeah.
Was after that.
As much as I still believe to this day that he is a silver spoon brat, the kid's got a heart. I will say.
Yeah.
I will say that. And for those that are new and that are listening and may have a problem with my comments, yes, I can be very, very blunt. I can be very, very, very honest sometimes. But anyways, gentlemen, we've done everything that we could do. We've reviewed the 5 Daytona Speed Week. We've gone over our points. We've previewed Atlanta. We've made our predictions. One final question. Any last thoughts before we get the Atlanta weekend underway?
Yeah, I got one.
It's time to do.
No, you should have saved that for Thursday. This past Thursday.
Oh, yeah, but no. Because they will be dueling each other in the race for that to see who's going to be the monkey in the middle of a 3-wide situation.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Wyatt?
Man, I'm ready for another week in NASCAR. NASCAR's definitely back. We had one race down. This next race is going to be as epic. I cannot wait.
I honestly cannot wait either to watch all these drivers make a bunch of laps around the ass. So thank you guys a lot for watching and or listening to this episode of Gamers Talk NASCAR. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to the 11 Podcast channel in order to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And be sure to hit the follow button on Spotify if you're listening to over there. So that way you don't miss future episodes that drop every Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not just on Spotify, but also on our 11 Podcast YouTube channel as well. On behalf of Slifer and co-host Wyatt Walker, I'm Elijah Leonard signing out. Take care, guys, and we'll talk to you on the very next episode of Gamers Talk NASCAR.
See y'all.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in 11.
Thanks for listening to tonight's episode of Gamers Talk NASCAR. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss a future episode throughout the NASCAR season. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.